Great. It's another time again we meet my learners. And today we are looking at lesson 5, topic 5, the preparation of financial statement of a sole trader. The preparation of a financial statement of a sole trader. So we can start by defining definition of a sole trader. Definition of a sole trader. Then you can say refers to a business manage or operated by one person. That's what we call a sole trader. It is a business which is being run by one individual. So they require to prepare two financial statements. Say they are required, or it is required. We can choose that one because we are referring to a sole trader. Say it is required to prepare two financial statements, namely number one, income statement. Number one, income statement. Number two, statement of financial position. Statement of financial position. So let's look at the format, because in this topic, we don't talk a lot. You only need to know the definition, the two statements which you have to prepare, income and the balance sheet. Thereafter, you need to know the format. So let's see the format of income statement. I got some names in the social media that tell the accounting student that there is no company called XYZ Limited and there is no company called ABC Limited. And that one has discouraged me a lot. So let's use our company, Gilsam. So we use Gilsam Consulting or Gilsam CPA Center. Income statement. Now for the income statement, we say for the year ended, maybe that 1st December 2024, for the year ended. So we normally start with the sales. Remember, in this statement, we have debit and credit, but not necessarily that you need to show. No, it is not required. You can have there. If there is any returns of sales, then we subtract. So say less return inward, so that you get what is called the net sale. From there, we go to the cost of sales. From cost of sales, we start with the opening stocks. And then I will continue here. Opening stocks, we have add purchases. And then if there is any inward or the carriage inward, we also add. What is this carriage inward? The carriage inward is the transport that you incur to transport these purchases. transport that purchases. If there is a return outward, if you return goods, you subtract closing stocks, less closing stocks also, closing stocks. So if you take the opening stocks plus purchases plus carriage inward minus the return outward minus the closing stocks, you will get the total cost of sales. So we'll have the total cost of sales. So if you subtract, you get gross profit. You get gross profit. And then after getting the gross profit, we say add other incomes. Add other incomes. So these other incomes, like maybe you can just write a lot, or we can even list them, like rent received, discount allowed, discount received, sorry, so that you get your total income. And then we less expenses. We less expenses. So that we arrive. Expenses, I will not list them. There are so many. So we can just generalize less expenses for us to get the net income. For us to get the net income. For us to get the net income. So this is the format of the first statement, which we have to prepare the income statement. So you can see it's a very simple structure. So for us, we need to follow this one. If you have been given a question by examiner. So we'll have to look at the second statement before we see the illustration. So write it down before we go to statement of financial position. So for the statement of financial position, we have some consoling statement of financial position. For this case, we say as at 31st December 2024. Now, we start with the non-current assets. Write it NCA, non-current assets. I've said, and I always repeat that for accounting, we don't have a prescribed format as per the accounting policies and structures, but so long as you are following the principles, double entry. So even if you start, in my case, I might take the cost of the asset, do my calculation inside here, and give the net book value here. Another person might take, for example, let's say we have land, we will have cost here, and then he will bring accumulated depreciation, and then the net book value. I like using this one because a student will understand that this is the cost, this is accumulated depreciation, and this is the net book value. But in exam, because you don't have enough time, you just need to can use your calculator to do all that and provide the net book value. So land, you don't depreciate. Motor vehicle, you will have depreciation. When we say accumulated depreciation, we simply mean the depreciation for the previous financial period plus the depreciation for the current period. The depreciation for the current period, so that we can get the net book value furniture. That's enough for our examples. Current assets, we call it CA, cash, bank, receivables. And also you need to know how to do adjustment of receivable, prepayment, inventories, you get the total non-current assets. Thereafter, we have total assets. Total assets. We go to equity and liabilities. As usual, we start with the capital. The net profit from the income statement or the net income. If there's any reserves, share premium, drawings. If there's any drawing, we say less drawings, so that we get the net assets. And then to go to the non-current liabilities, we normally write in short form of NCL, non-current liabilities. For non-current liabilities, loan, long-term loan. In your case, it will be long-term loans, but as you proceed doing CPA or SCCA, that you will get some other the long-term liability. Then you go to the current liabilities, CL, payables. We also have accruals, so that we have total of this. So if you add this plus this plus this, you get total equity and liabilities. Total equity and liabilities, total equity and liabilities. So this is an income, a statement of financial position after income statement. After income statement. So this is what examiner needs you to have in topic 5, that is preparation of financial statement of a sole trader. Now, our next step is to look at the illustration from the CPA CASNEP past paper, December 2024, question 4. Kindly download online the past paper. If you don't have, if you have it, then open for me question 4, December 2024, question 4B, question 4B, question 4B. Illustration, December 2024, question 4B. Question 4B. I will display the question that you will read together again. That is the question. That is Bella Omari. So we've been told that Bella, or the following